Well, good evening and welcome to Bulldogs Hockey. We're live at the Metro Rec Plex tonight. Happy Christmas Eve for all the Bulldog fans out there. Well, thank you for tuning in tonight. Fans came out tonight in the single dozens. It's a empty house here at McKendree. I think there's more kids on the bench than there are spectators. Wait a minute. We had a group of young ladies trickle in, so we might be about even. We've got 15 minutes on the clock tonight. I guess we're going all out. I thought it was 14 just the other night, but what do I know?
Welcome to tonight's HBHC game between the home team, the Columbia Eagles, and the visiting team, Highland Bulldogs. The starting lineups for tonight's from the visiting school. Starting at right wing, number 75, Luke Gunter.
Starting tonight for the Bulldogs, wearing number 75, Luke Gunter. Wearing 78, Landon Hicks. Wearing number 14, Cooper Hicks. Wearing number 55, Gus Tolley. Number 35, Justin Lai. And between the pipes tonight will be Evan Drennan.
And then for the home team, your Columbia Eagles. Starting at right wing, number 17, Caden Ross. On left wing, number 80, Mason Dabowski. On defense, number 5, Travis Henson. On the other defense, number 24, Boston Sanderson. At center, number 81, Craig Spizak. And goal, number 15, Ryder Kelly. Well, the news writers are moving their hats for the playing of the
Just about put myself on the injured reserve tonight, trying to fall over a tripod, but I made it. We're here. Boys will get their buckets back on. We've got 50 versus 50 in net tonight. Ryder Kelly versus Evan Drennan. They get the clock doctored up with just 14 minutes. They check with both netminders. They're ready to go. Lyle take the draw. It's one back to Tolley. It'll go off his blade and over to Hicks. Hicks tries to chop it forward. Gunter sends it north for Cooper Hicks, and he'll chase it, but Ryder Kelly comes out of the net to play it down the ice. It'll come all the way down to Tolley, back up to Gunter. That'll get tied up in the skates of the official. Gunter turns it over at the blue line. That did not look like it came out from this advantage. Gunter will go in on the forecheck. He'll chase down low. And Columbia will get reset up. Patton Weiss comes in. Lai tries to chop it away. They get it right in front. Shot, goal as it trickles in on the leg pads of Drennan. That's one he'll want back, as that should have been sealed up. With 13-13 left to go in the first period, Columbia's on the board first. Hoyt on the draw with Weiss and Nimmo on the wing. Columbia wins it. They'll dump it down and in. Haravik down to chase with Resman. Haravik over to Resman. Cut off by the Eagles. Weiss there to assist. He'll get it out of the zone. And the Eagles will dump that in offside. And so they'll tag up Haravik up to Weiss, but behind him. So good pressure there by Nimmo to try and break up a quick turnaround by the Eagles. They'll regroup at center ice. Resman tries to clear it out. Eagles drive the zone. Hoyt will chip it down low. Eagles out to the top of the circles. They fire one in. Shot save. Rebound. Oh, Drennan got over with the leg pad to make the follow-up save. Gunter leaves it for Weiss. He'll get it up. Or leaves it for Hoyt. He'll get it up for Weiss, and they'll throw it into the zone. And the Bulldogs will go off for a change. Hicks intercepts the pass. He's trying to get it deep into the zone, but Columbia skates it, makes a move. Gunter picks it up at the blue line, and it's headed back the other way. He'll shovel it in on the backhand. Lai goes in on the forecheck. Eagles will get there first. They'll send it out to neutral ice where Cooper Hicks sends it far side. Bulldogs will tag up and go in after the puck. They'll throw it into the corner. Lai in to put some pressure on. That comes out into neutral ice where Cooper Hicks will settle it. He's out with Dortch. Over to Landon Hicks. Back over to Lai. He can't settle that one with his skate blade. And the Eagles will regroup. Bulldogs not able to get any offense going just yet. Dortch will chip it out of the zone. Eagles will settle it at the red line. It'll ride the rail into the zone, and then they'll take it to the front of the net. Dance it down low. Dortch blocks a shot right in front. Shot, goal. Blocker side low. As the Eagles are left unprotected right at the face-off circle, and it's 2-0 Eagles with 10:48 left to go in the first period. I believe that might have went off the stick of Hicks as well. 10:48 left to go in the first period. Bulldogs trailing by 2. Hoyt, Nimmo, Weiss take the face off. Eagles come away with it. They'll bring it in over the blue line. Try to center it. Cut off there by Tolley. Hoyt trying to get the stick. He'll give the little chop to the referee. Didn't realize that was a referee. Up to Weiss. He'll throw it in. Kelly will throw it to the corner. Nimmo right out front for Hoyt. Oh, he can't settle it, but that was a beauty of a centering opportunity. Nimmo down there buzzing down low, trying to get it out front. Back for Weiss. Fires one on net, and Kelly makes a leg pad save. Columbia winds up, brings it out of their own zone. Nimmo with a hit to knock him off the puck, and it's back the other way. Haravik slides up from D to put some pressure on, and now it's going to be a 3-on-1 back the other way. Right in front, Drennan makes the save, and two kids from Columbia collide. Wallace fires one, blocked away, right out front, and that's going to go all the way out to Resman at center ice. Hicks walks the blue line as he waits for the Dogs to get back on sides. They'll wave that off as they'll say Wallace got a piece of it. Gunter goes down and in. And that'll come out to Resman at the point, who will throw it back down low for Gunter. Gunter will let it go for Wallace. Wallace gets it back over to Gunter. He'll send it out to Resman. Back down, trying to get it back down for Gunter, but the fluttering puck sends it back the other way. Hicks reads the play well as he'll get back on D as Columbia tries to spring the cherry picker. And it'll be an icing whistle and an offensive zone faceoff for the Bulldogs. 8:55 left to go in the first period. Dogs trailing by 2. Hoyt on the draw. Wins it back to Nimmo, but Columbia will bring that out of the zone. They'll throw it in on net. Drennan will glove that down. He'll drop it off and then cover it back up for a whistle and then drop it again and still whistle. 8:42 in the left to play in the first. Face off to Drennan's left. Hoyt, Orn, and Nimmo. Backed up by Resman and Cooper Hicks. Just Jake the Snake tonight. Hicks gets it up to Orn. Hoyt brings it in. Hoyt battling in the corner. He's tied up by a couple of Columbians. Orn with a nice hit to knock him off the puck. Resman up to Nimmo. And Orn tries to get it up the boards. And it's all the way back down in the Bulldog zone. Resman tries to feed Lai, but it's out of his reach. Gunter with it. He'll throw it in off a body. Back to Gunter. He'll dump it down and in. Kelly out to set it up for the defense. They almost turn it over to Lai. He almost knocked that down. Gunter trying to hold at the point. He does. And he'll throw it back into the corner and chase it. Hicks down to Chip. That's going to come out to Landon Hicks. He's trying to hold on to it. And that's going to go all the way down. Drennan will set it up for Resman. Resman gets his pocket picked. And a couple of Eagles fighting over it. They get it right in front. Drennan with a save. Trying to work it back and forth. Right in front. They send a shot in on the backhand, and Gunter will clear it down. That could have been played by Henson all day long. I've got enough. I'm limber enough I could have reached out and grabbed that. But they call it an icing whistle. Ravik from his own zone goes up the boards looking for Weiss. Hoyt comes in to assist, and he'll throw it into the far corner for Tolley. Tolley with some time. Goes up the boards for Weiss. He'll chip it in. And Hoyt will go in on the forecheck. Nimmo centers it. And that goes wide of the net. Nobody's in front. Nimmo brings it in on sides. Tries to work it through traffic, but it's too many Eagles in the way. Nimmo comes in with a nice hit. Eagles still hold the zone. They'll dance it down low. Try to center it out front. It's going to come over to the near side, right in front. Goal, and how is that? He's in the blue paint. I don't know that it would have mattered. And it's 3-0 Columbia with 6:14 left to go in the first period. 6 shots to 2. And Columbia's found the net on 3 of them. Hicks on the draw. Eagles win it. Bring it into the zone. They try to center it. Thrown to the backhand of Roos. Gunter from his own goal line. Gets it up to Cash Wallace. He'll throw it in cross ice.
And number 80, Mason Wallace. Time to go 6:14.
They hold on to it. Wallace will throw it towards the net, and Kelly will cover it up for a whistle. And the Dogs will get a ozone face-off to the right of Kelly. Hoyt on the draw. Lai and Weiss on the wings. He'll send that out to Dortch. She turns it over to the Eagles, and Roos will skate it out of the zone. He makes some moves at the blue line, drops it off. Weiss knocks it away. He'll get it up to Hoyt. Hoyt still brings it in. That's dropped off for Lai. He shoots off the glove and wide. Centers it right back in front, and the Eagles will clean that up. Hoyt takes the hit, lies, checked right in the face. I'm not sure how that's not a little something, but oh well. Thrown down and in. Eagles try to break it out. Hoyt will throw it back towards the net. Lai slow to get off the ice. Hicks will dump it in. And they'll tag up, and Hoyt will go in on the forecheck. Orn with a nice hit on Roos. Resman from his own zone. He'll wind up down the near glass. Fakes the pass. He'll drop it off for Cooper Hicks. Hicks fans on it. Gets it back up to Orn. Orn tries to work it up to Wallace. That'll come loose at center ice, where Hicks sends it over to Nemo with a nice chop to Cash Wallace. He'll take it towards the net. Over to Orn. He fires a shot. Save. Rebound in front. Wallace over to Orn. Shot. Goes just high. And that'll go out all the way out to Tolley over on the right point. He'll try to dump it down and in. Wallace will get it. Orn getting chopped right there in front. Still loose. And I don't know how we're not calling a cross check in front, as Orn is just beat up in front of the net, but they allow it. 3:48 left to go in the first period. 3-0 Columbia's the score. Hoyt on the draw, wins it over to Gunter. He fires one off of somebody. And that's going to go all the way down for an icing whistle. I guess they waved that off. Sure, why not? And now they call it an icing the other way. .328 left to go in the first. Face off to the right of Drennan. Eagles will throw it down low. They'll try to dump it in, but Resman will cut it off, sends it over, but it's just behind Gunter. Hoyt racing in. He'll come away with it. Eagles will clean that up, throw it off the boards, where Resman chases it down low. Tolley fires a shot right there. Oh, follow-up shot from Resman goes wide, but a good opportunity. I got a feeling this is going to get real chippy. Right out front. Shot. Oh, leg pad save on the shot from Hoyt. And Ross will strip the puck from Gunter. They race in and make the save. No call on the holding as they get away. The Dogs get away with one there. And they're going to call one on Hicks. And he'll go to the box. They're going to call it a trip. And so with 2:29 left to go in the first period, the Bulldogs will have to kill off a penalty as they're down 3-0. We'll get Nemo, Weiss, Hicks, and Aravik. Cooper flavor on the Hicks. They win it back for Aravik. He'll throw it up the boards. Held at the point. They try to send it right in front. Shot saved by Drennan. Aravik fires one off a body, and that goes back on net for Drennan, but he'll clear it out all the way down the ice. And the Eagles will get set up.
Highland penalty number 79, Landon Hicks. 2 minutes for tripping. Time penalty 2:29.
Columbia winds up. They'll drop it off at the point. Feather it back down and in where Aravik will pick that up. He tries to fire it out of the zone. And it's held by Columbia. And cleared out by Hicks. Aravik clears it back down and in. Still got another 55 seconds left to go on the penalty. Weiss, had a wide open net. Couldn't wrap it around as he went in on the forecheck. Hicks back down the ice. And the Eagles aren't having much luck getting it out of the zone. Cleared all the way down by Gunter. Ross winds up. Too many skates in the way for Columbia, and Gunter will clear it out. Hicks is out of the box, and the Bulldogs are back to full strength. Orn will come on. They bring it in wide. Hicks takes him to the corner. Resman chopping at it. Hoyt there as well. And 7 seconds left to go in the first period. Hicks will try to tie it up down low. And cleared out by Resman. That goes off the stick of Columbia. And it doesn't matter as it's the end of the first period. The Bulldogs are trailing by 3. If you don't have anything to do next, what is it, Saturday night, I think? We've got the alumni game up at East Alton. You're not going to want to miss it. I think they're going to go old school versus new school. And then shortly after, we'll have the JV squad against, I believe, Columbia JV. So you're not going to want to miss that. Everybody must be out getting that last-minute shopping done tonight. They waited till Mary's water broke to head out, but it's crazy up here in O'Fallon tonight. "14 minutes on the clock. Bulldogs back to full strength. We'll get Nimmo, Orn, and Wallace. Backed up by Jake the Snake Resman and Gus Tolley. Nimmo wins it back, but Ross reads that play well for Columbia and picks it off. They'll send it out to the point. Columbia trying to walk it down low. They center it right in front. Shot goes off a stick and wide. Totally putting some pressure on Columbia down low. Wallace trying to chip it away. He'll get it out of the zone. Feeds it out. Nimmo comes in. He's got Orrin on the wing. Fires a shot. Oh, goes just wide. Orrin right there on the backhand goes off the side of the net. Right out front. Oh, almost made it to Cash Wallace. Resman with a nice effort to hold it at the blue line. Orrin tries to center it. That's off the back of the net. And the Eagles will break it out. Chopped away by Hicks. And Nimmo will throw it back into the zone. And Hicks will go in on the forecheck. Hicks will take the body. Gunter will take the puck. He skates in. Shot. Oh, he passes it over to Hoyt. And they're not able to connect. Thrown back down and in. Held at the blue line by Resman. And cleared all the way down the ice by the Eagles. But that's not going to be enough for an icing whistle. Doley will get there as the Bulldogs will get set up. Up to Hoyt. Over to Hicks. And they're going to call that offside. .12:30 left to go in the first period. 3-0 Columbia's the score. Bulldogs not able to get much going offensive-wise, so they do have 8 shots to Columbia's apparent 7. Search will search for a little open ice. Gunter takes the body. Trying to pick up that loose puck in the corner. Hoyt comes in, picks it away from Roos. Trying to chop it back down low. He'll take Search back again to the boards. That comes loose over to Hicks. He tries to go over to Gunter. Right there for the other Hicks. He's chasing it down low. Hoyt rims it around for Gunter. Back over to Hicks. Hoyt, shot. Blocked away. Hicks. But Gunter centers it in front. And that'll go off the skate of Ryder Kelly and finds the back of the net to make it 3-1 with 11:51 left to go in the first period, and the Bulldogs are on the board with some good pressure to start the first period. Nimmo wins it back to Aravik. He'll send it up the boards for Jack Zorn, who brings it in. Tries to center it to Weiss, but it's behind him. Columbia brings it out of the zone, but Weiss will dump it back down and in. Kelly sets it up, and Orrin comes in to put some pressure on. They'll make a move around him. Columbia sends that all the way up, and that'll be an icing whistle and a no-zone face-off for the Bulldogs. Columbia wins the faceoff. They'll exit the zone. They bring it in. A 2-on-1. Pass to Ross goes wide. He'll throw it down low, and Resman will pick that up. He'll drop it back for Tolley. Tolley holds on to it a little longer than I'd like. Jake the Snake Resman. They call that onside. That was horribly offside. They waved it on at first, and then he realized what he had done and blew the whistle. Hoyt on the draw with Gunter and Hicks. Resman and Tolley backing him up. That's offside. The Bulldogs will tag up. go back in on the forecheck. Gunter comes in, takes the body. Fires a shot that goes wide. They get that right out front for Hoyt. Oh, Gunter trying to get a stick in the lane there on the redirection. Got a merry-go-round going on there as well. Resman fans on the shot. He'll throw it back down low. Gunter will chase it. Hicks battling up front. Tolley tries to jam it into the zone, and that's back the other way. It'll be a 2-on-1. Unless Hoyt can get back, he does. Fires a shot that goes off a body and blow the whistle already. Cleared out for an icing. I have a feeling if we go back and watch the replay that Tolley might have checked a Columbia player into Evan Drennan. That may or may not be the second or third time this season. Drennan will get his hair situated, get his bucket back on. He'll take the face off to his right. They'll win it back to Hicks. He'll send it around the inboards, but the Eagles will get there first. They try to center it. That'll come out to Justin Lai, who sends it over to Patton Weiss. Weiss will throw it in on the forecheck, and Lai will chase down low. He knocks it away. Eagles trying to work it back and forth. It's going to come up the boards for Columbia. They try to go cross ice. Resman will get a stick on it, but they'll drive that down low. Columbia wants a call on their player falling down. Then they trip Resman. And I believe Columbia is going to get caught on that one and go to the box. Bulldogs will be on the power play as Don John goes to the penalty box. Eagles will clear that out around the stick of Tolley at the point on the bouncing puck. No attempt to play the puck. They tie up Tolley. Knocked away by Hicks. Tolley will send it around the inboards. Hicks brings it in over the blue line, skates it right in front, sends one off a stick and wide. Landon Hicks now will pick it up. He'll throw it down low for Gunter. Gunter right out front. Oh, tries to go over to Hoyt on the near side, and they'll regroup. Hicks over to Resman. Resman sends it towards the net. That's off the stick of the goaltender. They try to get it on the backside to Hoyt, and that'll go all the way down the ice where Drennan will get it set up. Bulldogs will go off for a change, and Hicks picks up the puck, sends it over to the far side for Jack Zorn. Tries to dump it in, and Hicks on a spinorama move sends it back the other way. Roos fires a shot, leg pad save. Cleaned up there by Nimmo. And Nimmo and Wallace will bring it in 2-on-2. Nimmo tries to drop it off for Orn, but it's poked away by Columbia. Ross brings it back in shorthanded. The Bulldogs will knock him off the puck. Soft passes here in the second period are killing off this penalty on our own dime. Orn tries to bring it in right in front. And that'll go in up into the bench. Cooper Hicks hits his own brother on the bench, Landon Hicks. So that'll be a center ice face-off. 9 seconds left to go in the Bulldog penalty. I don't know that they've gotten more than one or two shots on it here. Hoyt wins it back to Resman. Resman winds up at center ice, brings it in, sends it over to Landon Hicks, sends it towards the net. That's kicked away by a defenseman. Gunter in the corner, right in front. Oh, just goes wide of the blade of Resman. And they're going to go back to the penalty, or the power play. Gunter fires a shot. Oh, they can't get it in. Drennan's off the bench, and the Eagles will touch the puck, and that'll be another Bulldog power play. Little extra chopping and hacking there in the scrum in front. Ravik, Resman, Gunter, Hicks, and Hoyt up front. Gunter holds on to it, sends it towards the net. Hicks tries to lower the shoulder to get puck possession, and that'll go up into the net, up into the Highland bench. That's about the third one tonight. Face off to the right of Kelly. 6:52 left to go in the second period. Bulldogs will win it back. Resman sends it over to the near side for Gunter. Back out for Ravik. Over to Resman, or Hicks. Hicks drops it off for Hoyt. Hoyt tries to center it. And that's cleared it all out by the Eagles, and they'll skate it down the ice. They fire a shot on Drennan. He'll make the save. Ravik up the boards for Gunter. Gunter brings it in, throws it towards the net. Kelly will chip it to the corner. They'll send it out to the point for Resman. Over to Ravik. Fires one. That's off a body. Hicks fires one on net. Hoyt will chop it down low for Gunter. Gunter out to Ravik. Ravik sends it over to Gunter. Gunter fires a shot off the mast right there in front. And they're going to blow the whistle on a cross check. And I believe that's going to be another one in the box for Columbia. As the scrum in front. I don't know that Columbia ever had possession of that or not, but they blew the whistle, and the Bulldogs will be on a 5-on-3. Lyle take the draw with Orn and Weiss. Nimmo and Cooper Hicks backing them up. That'll come right out front. It's going to get cleared down the ice. Drennan will drop it off for Hicks. Cooper flavor. Hicks over to Lai on the near boards. He'll bring it in. And that's cleared back out by the Eagles. Drennan goes back up for Orn. Over to Weiss. Weiss throws it in on the backhand. Lyle go in on the forecheck. And cleared back out. Nimmo will settle it. At center ice. He fans on the pass. And now Columbia brings it in. They send it like there's somebody streaking on the back side. Eagles will get a player back. Weiss will come in. Hoyt fires a shot, and that's handled by Ryder Kelly as Weiss gets to the front of the net. 48 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4 power play as the Eagles kill off the 5-on-3. 4:43 left to go in the second. Hoyt, Hicks, and Gunter on the draw. They win it back to Nimmo. Nimmo fires a shot. Blockered away. Back. Hoyt out to Hicks. Over to Nimmo. Nimmo winds up, fires a shot. Blocked away again. Hicks will drop it down low. Resman centers it to Hoyt. Gunter battling away. Hoyt, goal! And they'll convert on the second power play to make it 3-2. Still trailing by 1, but it's a one-shot game now. Bulldogs have extended their shot lead from 19 to 11. Slow start tonight, but they're certainly showing some improvement. Getting under the skin of the Eagles as well is certainly helping. Hoyt, Hicks, and Gunter will come out. Resman and Dortch. Hoyt will throw it in. Bulldogs will go in on the forecheck. They'll set up. Out of the zone it goes. They'll chip it around Dortch. They try to center it, and it's off skates and wide. Try to get it out front. Gunter up to Hicks. Hicks winds up down the near glass, throws it in. Demo knocks it away. Still working on it. They'll drop it off for Dortch. Dortch wires one. Save off the knob of the goaltender. Hicks trying to come back away with it. Nemo out to Resman. Back down low for Nemo. He sends one, but that's off a skate. And the Eagles will clear it out. And that'll be enough for an icing whistle. And an O-zone face-off for the Bulldogs with 3:16 left to go in the second period. 3-2 the score. Bulldogs trailing by 1. Nemo on the draw. He'll win it back, but it's wide of the defense, and Orevic will hustle back to get there. Drennan will come out to play it. He'll send it over to Orevic on the near glass. He's not taking any chances. Weiss brings it in, fires a shot, blockered away. Wallace chops it towards the net, trying to work it out front. Jamming away, and Kelly will get it covered up for a whistle. Nemo will take the drop. Weiss and Wallace on the wings. Arabic and Tolley backing him up on D. Nemo will push it down low. Centers it. Weiss out front. And Kelly will cover that up. He'll do it all over again just to the right of Kelly. He'll win that one back. Weiss in on the board check. Wallace comes away with it, sends a shot on net, and a glove save by Kelly. Weiss getting in the kitchen, and they're heating it up. He's just getting under the skin of Columbia. I'm loving it. Hoyt, Hicks, and Gunter out to take the draw. Backed up by Tolley and Orevic. They'll win it back to Tolley. He'll fire it towards the net. Gunter redirects it. That goes just wide. Hoyt will throw that cross ice. Hicks will get there. And that's chopped out of the zone by the Eagles. It goes down low. They center it right up front. Shot saved by Drennan. Rebound right there in front, and another save and no rebound opportunity as he'll freeze that one with 2:17 left to go. He was getting kind of bored back there. 22 shots for the Bulldogs to Columbia's 12. That should be at 13, I do believe. Hoyt on the draw to the left of Drennan. Eagles dump it in, but Resman will cut that off, clears it right out of the ice, right up the ice. He tries to spring Gunter. Gunter will take the body, and Hoyt will bring it in. He'll fire one that goes off a blade and off the back of the net. Hoyt pushes it around for Hicks. Resman drives it down low. Hoyt fires a shot. That goes off of Ryder Kelly and off around the net. Hoyt gets a body in the lane. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. They're going to call that a trip? Wow. He didn't touch a leg. He got under his body with a good old-fashioned what they call hip check. And now Hoyt's in the box for 2 minutes on a bogus call. Some might say. Nimmo on the draw. He's out with Weiss, Hicks, and Jake the Snake Resman. Cooper Hicks out there on D. Cleared out by Hicks. Drennan down there mixing it up with Roos. Referee came over and talked to him after they cleared the zone. Chopped away by Hicks. He'll fire that off the board, and that'll trickle out around the point. Weiss putting some pressure on, but only for a moment. Oh, nice hit by Nimmo. And Weiss will shovel that down the board. It's a late hit on him. And now Columbia is going to go to the box. And it'll be a 4-on-4 for the next minute 5, and then the Bulldogs will be back on the power play. .48 seconds left to go in the second period. 3-2 is the score. Bulldogs trailing by 1. Hicks will take the face off. Eagles will come away with it. They'll exit the zone. Resman picks it away. He'll drop it off for Gunter, and Gunter will wind up through center ice with some speed, sends a shot on net. Dish to the side by Ryder Kelly. Roos will exit the zone. Makes a move right in front. And cleared out by Hicks into neutral ice. Hicks races in. Gunter tries to chop it away. And that's cleared out by Columbia. He'll fire one on net as the period expires. Drennan will make a glove save. And that'll do it for the end of the second. 3-2 is the score. 23 shots for the Bulldogs, 14 for Columbia. 17 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4, and then the Bulldogs will be on the power play for the next 55 seconds. We'll be back in just a moment for the last 14 minutes of the game. Drennan skates out to the crease. For those of you just tuning in, 3-2 is the score. Columbia with the lead. 17 seconds before Hoyt's out of the box and the Bulldogs are on the power play. Nimmo on the draw. Eagles win it back. They'll bring it in. They try to center it to the backside. Good help there from Nimmo to break it up. Hoyt's out of the box. Horns on the ice now for the Bulldogs. And the Eagles are trying to kill it off. Somebody's got to go. They'll clear that all the way down. Ross will pick it up. Right in front. Shot saved by Drennan. Tolley rims it around for Resman. Resman will slow it down as they'll get one more opportunity. Resman brings it in, drops it off over for Nimmo. Back over to Resman. Resman turns, fires. That goes wide. Nimmo from the corner tries to get it out front for Resman, but the Eagles will clean that up and kill off the last 10 seconds as the Bulldogs will go off for a change. Hoyt, Orn, and Hicks come on. And that goes off the blade of Columbia and all the way down for an icing whistle and a Bulldogs O-zone face-off with 12:42 left to go in the third. Bulldogs are trailing by one, but lead the shot count 23-15. Hoyt, Hicks, Gunter backed up by Cooper, Hicks, and Arabic. Eagles bring it out of the zone. They send it out front, but it goes through everybody out to the blue line. Send it back over to the near side, back towards the net. Hicks will cut it off. He'll send it out to the point, but it doesn't make it through. Shot goes off a stick and wide. Gunter over to Hicks. He'll wind up through the neutral zone. Tries to drop it off for Cooper Hicks. He does. Out to the point. Resman tries to settle it. Arabic back the other way. Oh. I don't know what they consider that, but what are they going to call that? Offside? Arabic just about got his head ripped off on the bench or on the boards. Nimmo on the draw with Weiss and Wallace, backed up by Tolley and Cooper Hicks. Columbia comes away with it. They'll dump it down and in. Tolley tries to get it over to Hicks. It'll go through and come over to Wallace. He'll leave it for Hicks. Tries to clear it out, but that's through a body. Right in front. Shot saved. Drennan. Rebound. They fan on it. And sent out to the point. They send that one through. Trying to chop it away, and Eagles will send it high off the glass. Hicks can't get it out, and they'll hold it. He'll pick it away to totally redeem himself. Sends it around the inboards. Weiss can't clear it out either. They try to center it right through traffic. Tolley picks it away. And Eagles hold the zone. They'll walk that blue line. Wallace tries to clear it out on a good forecheck. And Nimmo will send it out to the point, but they still can't clear it out. They'll send it over to the near boards. And Nimmo takes the body, and Wallace will skate it out. Thrown in by Wallace, and Weiss will go in on the forecheck. Bulldogs will get a change. Weiss holding on to it. Hoyt comes in. Can't pick up the loose puck. But Hicks will hold the zone, but just for a moment as Ross will race out with it. Skates it in, blocked by Resman, and Hoyt will pick up the loose puck. Tries for the stretch pass up to Gunter, but Eagles read it and dump it back down and in as they cut off the pass. George tries to wrap it back around, but Ross gets in the lane. Jake the Snake Resman putting a hurt on. And Resman up to Gunter. He'll send it over to the far side for Landon Hicks, who brings it out of the zone. And he'll dump it down and in. Gunter will go in on the forecheck in the corner. Hoyt will get it. Throws it towards the cage. Gunter on the backhand. Loose right in front. And the Eagles will clean it up and clear it out. They'll bring it in. Drop it off. Fire a shot. Goes wide to Drennan. And Resman will rim that around for Hicks, who drops one, touches it to Gunter. Gunter brings it in wide. Tries to drop the shoulder, and he's pushed it into the net. And I believe he's going to draw a trip as well. They call it a hold or a hook. And so now the Bulldogs will be back on the power play. Hopefully that didn't feel too bad as Gunter slid into it. We'll get Lai, Orn, and Nemo. Hicks and Arabic backing them up on defense. 8:52 left to go in the third period. 3-2 Columbia. Nemo wins the faceoff over to Lai, but chopped away. Eagles trying to kill it back off. Orn leaves it for Lai, over to Nemo. Nemo in. Shot off the post. Thrown towards the net by Hicks. Looking for Nemo's redirect. Arabic tries to drop it back down low. And that's going to be cleared down the ice by the Eagles. Drennan will set it up for Cooper Hicks. He'll send it around the boards for Nemo. Nemo with the stretch pass over to Orn. He'll lift it down and in, and Lai will go in on the forecheck. Rimmed around. Roos will pick that up and skate it behind his net as he's just trying to kill time. And they'll fire that one all the way down. Ravik from behind his own net. Almost turns it over. Hicks will recover it. Gunter will pick it up, throws it towards the net, and Kelly will hold on to that one. And the Bulldogs will get an O-zone face-off with 40 seconds left to go on the power play. 7:31 left to go in the game. Bulldogs trailing by 1. Hoyt, Hicks, and Gunter, backed up by Nemo and Resman. They try to hold on to that one, and Resman can't. Oh, that goes right through the behind Drennan. Hicks up to Hoyt, and that's chopped back out of the zone. Nemo with a huge hit on Ross. He'll drop it back for Resman, up to Gunter. Over to Hicks. Hicks sends it towards the net. That's kicked away. Gunter with a hit down low, right in front for Gunter. He fires a shot. Rebound down below the goal line. And Hicks is going to go to the box on a cross check that that'll come into the zone. Hicks is going to go to the box on a penalty. Eagles will get the extra man off of the attacker. I guess they're just going to try to kill off some time because they've got a lead. They've got about 8 guys on the ice at one time. And so Matthews will go to the box along with Hicks and negate the power play for Columbia. And I guess we'll go back to 5-on-5. Dimmel will send her to the drop. .556 left to go in the third period. 3-2 is the score. Bulldogs trailing by 1. Both teams have got a man in the box, but they'll play on 5-on-5. I guess they're going to they take the penalties off the board. Shot from Lai goes wide of the net. Columbia winds up. They'll bring it in. Toe drag move in on Drennan. Shots. Goal. As Roos is able to just drive the front of the net, he goes off with a backhand over the shoulder of Drennan to make it 4-2 Columbia. Nimmo, Weiss, and Lai up front, backed up by Tolley and Aravik. Bulldogs try to dump it in, but it's cut off by the Eagles. Tolley can't work it up to Weiss, and they'll dump it back down and in. Aravik chasing in the corner. He'll take the body.
Got a couple penalties. Highland cross-check. Number 79, Raymond Hicks. And Columbia, number 15, Alan Matthews, at 556. Followed by Club Eagles goal, number 14, Peter Royce. Assisted by number 27.
Lai picks it away, and he'll race down one-on-one. He'll drive the net on a power move. Oh, and a poke check from Kelly to knock it away. Hoyt chips it back down low. Lyle try to rim it around, but they can't get enough on it. And they'll chip it out around the point of Aravik. Tolley will drop it off for Hoyt into the corner. Up for Orn. He can't hold on to it. It's back the other way. Ross actually toe picked. Wanted a call on something. I'm not quite sure what for. Hoyt didn't touch him. Aravik back down the other way. He'll go up the boards for Wallace, but he can't settle the pass, and the Eagles will get set up in their own zone with 3:55 left to go. Aravik cuts off the dump in over to Orn. He'll drop it off for Wallace. Wallace brings it in. He'll take it to the corner, tries to get it out front. Orn with a nice hit. Oh, he'll get that out front. Wallace, Nimmo, shot right there, loose. Oh, it'll come loose over to Dortch. She'll throw it back down and in. Orn with another hit. And Wallace sends it towards the net. Oh, man, now Ross is going to go to the bench. Nimmo gives him a little hug as he'll head off. Gunter from the corner. Tried to work it out front. Not able to work it through to Hoyt. Eagles will slow it down. Hoyt will pick it off. Brings it in onside. Drops it off for Gunter. Gunter wires one. Save. Hoyt chops at the rebound, and it goes on to into the midsection of Kelly for a save with 2:49 left to go in the third period. Eagles will win the faceoff and exit the zone. They'll bring it in wide, try to make a move. Resman won't have any of that. Hicks will chop it away. Drennan with a glove save as he's not taking any chances as it's about to go wide into the corner. 2:36 left to go in the third period. Bulldogs trailing by 2. Outshooting the Eagles by 10. Nimmo on the draw. Eagles win it. They'll take it into the corner. Hicks is cross-checked down. Orn comes in with a nice hit. And Tolley's working it north. Weiss will pick it up. Sends it over to the Nimmo on the near boards, who sends it back to Hicks. So the Bulldogs can get set up. Weiss over to Orn. Orn brings it in, drops it off for Nimmo. Nimmo will take it down low. Orn trying to get set up in front, but not able to work it out. Weiss will throw it in the corner. Tolley down to pinch. He'll come in. Orn will take the body. They center it right out front. Oh, cleaned up by the Eagles. They'll bring it back the other way. They send it over to the far side. And Nimmo brings it out. And that's going to be a couple of them going to the box. And so Tolley and Dix, I believe, will both go to the box with 1:26 left to go in the game. They're both going to get a 10 and 2, and they'll be done for the night. So the Bulldogs will get a power play as the Eagles will take the extra penalty. So Hoyt, Hicks, and Gunter out to take the drop. Moravik and Resman backing them up on D. It's one back by the Eagles. They'll lift it down the ice. And Moravik will chase it down low. That'll hop over the blade of Gunter. Back to Hoyt. Gunter thought he was letting it go for Hoyt, and that'll go through his legs, but cleared back down the ice. Gunter will throw it hard into the corner, and Hicks will come in. Resman trying to get it set up. Hoyt tries to send it towards the net. Again. And now it's back the other way for Columbia. 40 seconds left to go in the game, and they're playing a game of keep away. A fan on the shot. Brennan will chip it away for Resman. 30 seconds left to go, and the Eagles will throw that down the ice. That's not enough for an icing. Plus, they're on the penalty kill. Nimmo over to Resman. Over to Orn. Orn chops it towards the net, and Ryder Kelly will send it to the corner. Orn still coming in hot, but that's going to do it for this game. Eagles will get the win 4-2. And the Bulldogs will drop 2 back-to-back games. Would have been nice to have won one and come out at 500 at the Christmas break. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Everybody have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you back at the rink.